they come back that week. So let's see how they do. So the key is to win as many games as you can until the cavalry comes in.
They should get their season off on a right foot. Akron's lost 14 games on the road. Now moving on to the Big 12, which is dealing with some changes, of course, with conference realignment. Last year, the big story out of the Big 12 might have been Texas struggling in their first year without Colt McCoy under center. So which team should we have our eyes on this year?
When you're looking at the Big 12, I love Texas A&M. I love their offense. So look at Ryan Tannehill. He came in halftime of the Kansas game, ended up beating Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Texas. I mean, he has a great receiving core with Jeff Fuller and Ryan School. He has 2 good tailbacks and Cyrus Gray and Christian Michael, and he has 4 out of his 5 offensive linemen back. They returned their whole secondary. They returned 3 linebackers, and they are Texas A&M. Now, whether they stay in the Big 12, I mean, that's going to be one of those side stories that you hear about for the whole season. But I think Mike Sherman, the head coach there, is going to keep this team focused. He has a good team too.
Possibly the last year for Texas A&M in the Big 12. We should see about that. Now, moving on to the ACC, we talked about 6th-ranked Florida State. But if they falter without Christian Ponder at quarterback, who will be looking at to take the ACC title?
Well, I think a lot of teams are talking about Florida State and warranted. They're going to be good this year also. But don't sleep on Virginia Tech. You're talking about a coach that's been there 25 years. You're talking about a team that's won 4 of the last 7 ACC championship games. Over the last 7 years, they've won at least 10 games or more. Now, Logan Thomas is going to be their new quarterback. David Wilson at tailback. And defensively, they might have the best cornerback in all of college football in Jerron Mosley. He also is going to return kicks. And they do not play one team that is ranked on their schedule. Right now, they have a great opportunity to run the table. And this would be this sleeper, under-the-radar team that nobody talks about until they end up in the championship game.
All right, we have to talk about the Big East. We didn't give the Big East much love when talking about contenders for the national title, but they still get a bid to BCS Bowl. And West Virginia is the only Big East team to be ranked in any of the polls. And there are some people out there who are wondering why Pitt isn't getting any preseason love. So what do you like about Pitt?
I'll tell you what I like about Pitt is, first of all, you look at how they finished the year under Dave Wannstedt. I know Dave Wannstedt is a good coach, and he recruited great because they always had talent, but I never felt like they stepped up and finished the game. I never felt like they were motivated enough. I felt like they underachieved every year. Yeah, they were winning 9 games, but they underachieved. So Todd Graham comes in with a new offense and a new attitude, and that's what they need. Talking to Todd Graham at the Big East Media Day, he was focused on not giving any problems to the way they coached in the past, but building on the success that they had in the past. Listen, they've won 9 games, 2 years. So it's not like they're doing something wrong. What they need to do is finish games.
We'll see how the players adjust to Graham's new look offense. Well, coming up on the ESPN3 Halftime Report, presented by Farmers Insurance. Don't go away. We're going to take a look at Friday's game between TCU and Baylor.
John Hancock, the future is yours. Talk to your financial advisor or visit findtheanswers.com.
Find the Answers is brought to you by John Hancock. The future is yours.
Welcome back to the Halftime Report. We're going to talk about Friday night's game, TCU versus Baylor. Question is, Christian, can TCU answer the critics of the non-AQ teams and make another run at a BCS Bowl or possibly the BCS national title?
I think it's going to be tough. Look at the way they finished the game and who they're going against now. They're going against one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the nation, Robert Griffin III. And they might have the best offensive line in the Big 12. And I look at TCU, and I think about what they lost. I mean, Andy Dalton is gone. 6 starters on that defense that went 13-0. And they haven't lost a regular season game since November 26, 2008. That's 25 straight games. My thing is that I know Coach Gary Patterson is probably telling his team all the right things. He's telling them, be careful, don't sleep on Baylor. They're a good team. What I'm worried about is if they're listening to him. I don't think they are. So my pick is Baylor over TCU.
Wow. Andy Dalton, well, Andy Dalton left with a school record 42 wins. Bahal has big shoes to fill. Hey, that's going to do it for the ESPN3 College Football Halftime Report presented by Farmers Insurance. The 2011 college football season is here. Enjoy all the games. For Christian Poirier, I'm Prince Rickpat. Until next time.
This is Dick's Sporting Goods Kickoff Week.
William, look. Looky, William. William, look. Lily. Lily.
Welcome back to ESPN's College Football Prime Time, served by Applebee's. Wisconsin's been serving up, keeping helping for points in the first half. They had the ball 6 times, scored 6 times, 37-3. Scores to get ready to start the third quarter. Russell Wilson, a great debut in his first game as a Wisconsin band. He's been his great James Jesse Palmer here, Tim Brown joining us down on the field. So Wisconsin's got this game in hand. Brett Bielema's going to get his 50th win. But what are you looking for from Wisconsin in the second half of this game? What can you learn?
Brett kind of gave us a feel for what I bet he said that locker room. Defense, you've got to get out there and do something. You've got to stop allowing the runners down the field. We're not getting on the other side of the ball making plays. That's a weakness in this game for Badgers.
They're trying to start an identity on defense of toughness, but I think from a fundamental standpoint,
Hey, fatty.
Wisconsin's got to do a much better job finding the football, set the edge, and force all of the run plays back inside. And finally, they have to tackle better. There's been a lot of big
Quit staring at the controller.
left on the field. UNLV hasn't been able to finish drives so far in this game. They've been able to move the football in between the 20s.
Wisconsin dominated. The only thing UNLV had the edge in was time of possession, and that was because Wisconsin scored so quickly. 168 rushing yards, 206 passing yards, but a big chunk of those, roughly half of them, coming on a couple of dump-off passes to the running backs, one to Monty Ball, one to James White. Now UNLV down by 34, hoping to save a little face in the second half. And get the ball to start the second half. Dennis Stigner. Stigner gets across the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at our coaching adjustments brought to you by Home Depot. There's the flag on the front. We'll get to the details.
This pistol formation for UNLV has been a bit of a curveball early in this game for the Wisconsin defense. They haven't done a good job locating the football. They haven't done a good job setting the edge. And middle linebacker Chris Borland looks like he's struggling early this season at the Mike linebacker position.
That's right.